The truth is coming out gradually. The truth is coming out small about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's health. What actually happened? How did his body get so bad that his internal organs have become weak and that he needs urgent medical attention? Kanu has also spoken out, and that's what we'll be looking at in this very video, because the way it is now, if nothing is done, given the way Nnamdi Kanu's health has gotten so down, then it could be a catastrophe both for Biafrans and for Nigerians. Tinubu's government, Omotosho, and everybody that has ever gotten involved in this matter will not get it easy if anything happens to Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has written a letter revealing what exactly went wrong with his body, how the DSS compromised his body, how my health status was compromised in DSS custody. Nnamdi Kanu writes, Nigerian Medical Association makes demands. Nnamdi Kanu writes a letter. Pay attention. Everybody that loves Biafra, that loves Nnamdi Kanu, needs to pay attention to this. It is very important. This news just broke like few seconds ago, and here in Noble Media, we are bringing it for you direct. How my health status was compromised in DSS custody, that is Department of State Services. Nnamdi Kanu writes Nigerian Medical Association and makes some demands. Now, let's get into the details of this very news. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, has alleged that his health status has been compromised in custody of the Department of State Services, DSS. That his health status, that is no longer the way, his body is no longer the way it was when they captured him, kidnapped him in Kenya. That he was sound and okay, right? But something has begun to go on in his body since DSS captured him. Let's move on. Nnamdi Kanu claimed that his health was compromised by, number one, inconsistent, 2, falsified, 3, and sometimes outright negligent medical practices while in DSS custody. Inconsistent, falsified, and negligent medical practices. Okay. The leader, Nnamdi Kanu, has also said that his health has been compromised while in DSS custody. Let's go into the meat of the matter. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu claimed that his health was compromised by 1, inconsistent, 2, falsified, and number 3, sometimes outright negligent medical practices while in DSS custody. That means that sometimes the medication or the care that should be given to his health are not consistent. They could give him medication today and neglect to give him another one for a long time. That means they have been inconsistent. Number 2, sometimes they release false records. They could say Nnamdi Kanu is fine. When he is dying, he is not fine. And sometimes they even neglect him entirely, pretend as if he's not there. The IPOB, please, if you love Nnamdi Kanu, please come under the comment of this video and type Tinubu, nothing must happen to Nnamdi Kanu. DSS, nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Type it in the comment section right now. Nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. DSS, nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. DSS, take care of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now before it becomes too late. Everybody watching this video, every lover of freedom, every lover of Biafra, every lover of justice, come under the comment of this video, whether you are in Nigeria, whether you are outside Nigeria, whether you are a Nigerian, whether you are not a Nigerian, but you love freedom. Come under the comment of this video and type Tinubu, DSS, nothing must happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The IPOB leader disclosed this in a formal letter and an appeal addressed to the president of the Nigerian Medical Association, NMA. The thing got so bad that even Nnamdi Kanu has to pick up and write a letter to the president of Nigerian Medical Association. The letter dated September 29, 2025 was captioned, "Grave concerns regarding my medical treatment and health management in DSS custody, request for urgent intervention, protection of independent practitioners, and immediate release of NMA medical assessment results. Let's look at the title again. The title, the letter was captioned, "Grave concerns regarding my medical treatment and health management in Department of State Services custody, request for urgent intervention, protection of independent practitioners, and immediate release of NMA medical assessment results." Let's move on. He said, part of the letter said, "I, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, detained in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, in Abuja, write with a deep sense of urgency and gravity to place before the Nigerian Medical Association the true and detailed account of my medical order." He is saying that a deep sense of urgency that this matter needs to be handled urgency, because we are looking at something that has to do with health. Remember that within this period, whenever Tinubu needs medical attention, he flies to Europe. Whenever Akpabio needs medical attention, they fly abroad. They take care of themselves in the best of hospitals, and yet Nnamdi Kanu's health, they are allowing him, they are compromising it, they are allowing him to keep going down. Let's move on. "My health, already weakened by my violent abduction in Kenya, has been compromised further by inconsistent, falsified, and sometimes outright negligent medical practices within Nigeria." What is he saying? That the way they treated him when they kidnapped him, extraordinarily renditioned him, captured him forcefully in Kenya, the way they kidnapped him, took him to a dungeon, tortured him, even before bringing him to Nigeria, that one already placed a big question mark on his health. He has not been strong since then. Coupled with now that they have even brought him back to Nigeria, how they have treated him since he came back to Nigeria. Let's move on. This letter is not only to bring my condition to the formal attention of the Nigerian Medical Association, but also to invoke the ethical responsibility of the medical profession under both Nigerian law and international human rights standards. Nnamdi Kanu said again, this letter is intended not only to bring my condition to the formal attention of the Nigerian Medical Association, but also to invoke the ethical responsibility of the medical profession under both Nigerian law and international human rights standards. We must move on. The IPOB leader urged Nigerian Medical Association to probe the manipulation of his medical records in DSS custody. So DSS was busy manipulating the records of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, manipulating his health. This is very critical. This is not a news that people should neglect. This is not a news that the Southeast governors, the Southeast leaders, people that love freedom, whether you are in Canada, whether you are in Algeria, wherever you are, you cannot neglect this news. Please share it so that more lovers of freedom, more lovers of Nnamdi Kanu, we know exactly what is happening to him inside over there in Nigeria. Nnamdi Kanu added, "I specifically call on the Nigerian Medical Association to, number one, investigate and address the manipulation of my medical records in DSS custody." Kanu is crying out that DSS should investigate the way his medical records are being manipulated. Protect independent practitioners, particularly Emeritus Professor Martin Ahaji, whose intervention has been life-saving. Because they are now going after this doctor, Martin Ahaji, Emeritus Professor, who has been helping to manage Nnamdi Kanu's health. But it appears they are going after him. The Nigerian government, the lawyers of Motoshanko are also going after him. Ensure the immediate release of the Nigerian Medical Association medical team's report of 22 September 2025, which the Federal High Court has directed must be filed within 4 days. These are the demands Nnamdi Kanu is making. We must move on. The next one is recognize and respond to the grave risk posed by untreated conditions, especially tinnitus-induced sleep deprivation, which continues to endanger my life. They are also giving him tinnitus that is making it difficult for him to sleep. Let's look at what Nnamdi Kanu said again. It's very important. One, I specifically call on the Nigerian Medical Association, number 1, investigate and address the manipulation of my medical records in DSS custody. Number 2, protect independent practitioners, particularly Emeritus Professor Martin Ahaji, whose intervention has been life-saving. Number 3, ensure the immediate release of the Nigerian Medical Association Medical Team's report of 22 September 2025, which the Federal High Court has directed must be filed within 4 days. Then, number 4, recognize and respond to the grave risk posed by untreated conditions, that is, risk of his body, especially tinnitus-induced sleep deprivation, which continues to endanger Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's life. This news is not a funny news. If you want us here in Noble Media to read out for you the full letter, the complete letter that the way Nnamdi Kanu wrote it, please tell us in the comment section, because there could be other things that we did not mention. If you want the full body of the letter that for us to read it out to you, let us know. Remember, this is the kind of video you need to share. Share it across, but copy the link, share it on this platform, share it on all WhatsApp groups, your family, your friends, your followers, your fans. Everybody needs to wake up and know what is happening. Click on join to become a full registered member of our channel. Like this video, share this video, subscribe, and most importantly, there's another important video on the screen. Click on it and watch now.